Well, I don't think I'm breaking any news here when I say that 2025 is a pretty big year for Universal Studios. Obviously, you have Epic Universe opening, which is going to be more than likely a massive success, drive a lot of attendance to Universal. And really, I think you can say with Epic Universe, perhaps Universal is maybe graduating to that next tier of a theme park destination, as over the last decade, they have grown immensely, eaten into market share from Disney, and have really started to up their game in terms of the offerings that they do. Obviously, you have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade, and Diagon Alley that have been massive successes, and not everything has been a success with Universal. I'm looking at you, Supercharge.
This is the worst!
But there are a lot of things about the Universal parks that have improved a lot before you even talk about Epic Universe opening. But one thing they've done this year, which is kind of interesting, is they've already announced basically the rest of the year events going on. And I don't think they've ever done this before. So I figured let's go through this and see what they have coming up. They have some new events they're doing. And I do think a lot of this is because a lot of people are looking to go to Epic Universe. And I think they're just giving out potential dates for people to also plan around if they're going to go to Epic Universe, maybe check out some of these other dates. So getting more organized overall, perhaps as a theme park destination. So we're going to take a look at this, get some thoughts on it. So hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic, and this is actually straight from Universal here. So like I said, they came out basically from beginning of the year to the end of the year, all the things going on. So you've got Universal Mardi Gras, which is a improving festival. We've been going the last 4 years. It has gotten a lot better. I think every year the food has gotten better. The quickness of the food. I mean, the first few years we went, food quality was hit or miss, to say the least. I have had some of the worst theme park food ever at this festival years ago. But seemingly every year they've got a little bit better about the food quality. The food comes out a bit quicker, and they seem to be improving that quite a bit. So if you are a fan of the festivals over at Epcot that Disney does, Mardi Gras is a unique one, and it's improving quite a bit, and it's very similar in that way, and it's really a nice party atmosphere. You can, if you're an AP holder, you can throw the beads off the floats, which we've done the last couple of years, which we're also going to do again this year. So it's actually a fun thing. You can be a part of the festival there. So if you've never done that, that is a fun one to check out. Then they've got the Butterbeer season in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it just says, they have different Butterbeer drink offerings, dessert offerings, 6 Butterbeer treats to try. They did this last year as well, so Butterbeer is a very successful thing for Universal, so it makes sense to kind of plan an event around that. They also did announce Volcano Bay Nights, so slide into an exclusive nighttime adventure at Universal Volcano Bay, featuring live entertainment, character meet and greets, and a big splash of awesome. And this says tickets and more details are available soon. This seems very similar to what Disney does with Glow Nights at their water parks, which I'm always a big fan of water parks at night. I'm not the biggest water park fan in general, although I do think Volcano Bay is the best water park I've ever been to. It's a fantastically themed water park. Some people call it, Universal calls it a theme park. There is some debate there. I'm not going to really debate anybody on that. But in terms of a themed water park, it is absolutely fantastic. Has great food and really is a fun place to visit, especially even if you're not a really big water park person. I think a lot of people would enjoy this. But the H2O Glow Nights that Disney has, we've gone to those a couple of times. And, water parks at night, I think, are really cool to go to. And I think this is just leaning into that. So they're kind of doing more of these after hours types of events here. So this seems like one of the first ones they've done here, which I'm very curious about that. Will they put the price out on that and maybe go check that out, because it seems like it could be a good time, especially like in the summertime. It's not as hot during the day. It's still warm, of course, in Orlando. So you don't have to have the sun beating down on you to enjoy a water park in that way. They have grad events. All I would say is if you're not a graduate, if you want to avoid a very busy time at Universal, don't go during grad events. They're very busy, as obviously the parks are a bit more lively with, some of the younger kids running around. So if that's not something you want to deal with, or you want to plan around that, I would check out when grad events are. But if you are a graduate and you want to enjoy yourself, they have the grad events. And then they have already announced Halloween Horror Nights. Obviously, people looking forward to Halloween Horror Nights every year. And they're actually starting even sooner, beginning August 29th, going to November 2nd. And if you're not familiar with Halloween Horror Nights, I mean, if you're used to, like, say, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, it is literally the opposite of that. It's haunted houses, scare zones. I've been the last 2 years. I'm not a horror genre type of person. I don't enjoy those movies, but I do enjoy Halloween Horror Nights, and it is, especially if you're into Halloween stuff, it is a very good time. So they are announced that. So again, August 29th through November 2nd. Then they have the holidays at Universal Orlando, and that's just, the Christmas time stuff, so November 21st through December 31st. And then they have City Walk events. They don't have anything specific here, but it looks like they will have further announcements here. But I don't recall any other time that Universal has already came out. I mean, it's just now, January 24th, and they've already announced all these things coming. I do think this is because of a lot of people coming for Epic Universe. And I think Universal obviously going more toward being a full week vacation destinations, which is what they want to do. They've openly said that, as Universal, for the most part, has been an add-on vacation destination when it comes to most people going to, say, Disney World and then adding on a day or two at Universal. So very much just checking out the parks, and really that's it. But I think Universal definitely leaning into that, make it a week-long vacation with all these extra events here and something you can plan around. So if you are planning to come to Epic Universe, you could potentially also say, hey, let's go do Mardi Gras. Or, well, it's not going to be open this year, but next year, for instance, if, Mardi Gras and the Epic Universe would be going on at the same time, you can plan Halloween Horns. You can plan these other things to be able to give you more time to plan it and give people a chance to really maybe plan out a full week vacation. So I think that's probably the thinking with this. And I am happy to see this because sometimes with Universal, the communication and the planning, sometimes it's not all there, and I think they are improving on that. So I think this is a step in the right direction, especially if you're wanting to create a week-long destination and really do all this stuff. And obviously, there is going to be some stuff at Epic Universe, I'm sure. I've often wondered, perhaps if Universal over at Epic Universe does something around Halloween and, say, Dark Universe, like they could do some extra type of events revolving around Dark Universe, as that is going to obviously be a hot spot, and there's being a lot of people over there, so you could have some extra things over there, maybe some after hours events types of things. More than likely, this is them being able to offer a week-long destination, perhaps get more people to plan more things, and really more than likely, I mean, obviously they're wanting to eat into market share more, get more people to come to the parks, and these are very similar things that, say, Disney has done for a long time, have well known in advance when a lot of things are going to happen. And I think having this planned out like this is definitely a benefit. If you're planning a trip, you can sit here and see when these events are going on, plan around them. And I'm personally speaking, from somebody who, we cover theme parks a lot, it's nice to be able to look at these things and plan them out and know when they're going to be. And obviously, if you're planning a vacation, if, say, you want to go down for Christmas, you can know the exact dates, what's going on. And again, there may be a lot more things that they do on top of this. I think there more than likely will be. But I just want to bring that to attention because, again, it's something kind of unique. I've never seen them do this before. And, if you are planning a trip later on this year, obviously gives you an idea of some things you can anticipate checking out. And there are, more than likely, like the Butterbeer event, I do wonder that probably is going to take place on City Walk on some level because they are opening up that Butterbeer stand or sort of shop that they're going to have on City Walk along with the Super Nintendo store. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities to check out a lot more things, not even just in the parks, but in City Walk itself. I was a little surprised to see it, but I do think it's a move in the right direction when it comes to really trying to become that week-long vacation destination that I think Universal is really, striving toward and working toward, obviously, with Epic Universe opening and adding more things into their existing parks. I think this is a move that will only help them, and probably more things will be added to this as well. So I will put the link to this in the description, so if you do want to bookmark this and check it out at a later date, because I'm sure, again, that they will be adding more things to this. But just want to make a video on this, just highlight this, and bring it to everybody's attention. But that'll be it, though, for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of coverage here of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture. And let us know in the comments, what do you think about this? And until next time, we will see you in the parks.